Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Jay from Keeping It Real, your arbiter of gaming news and commentary, telling you what it is and hitting you off with that real deal gaming news. So what's going on, everybody? I would appreciate if you would like, share, subscribe if you dig my content. So like usual, man, I'm going to go ahead and dig right into this. This is the video I've been wanting to do about 4K and just the movement of 4K now and into the future. So, man, I checked out some videos, and this is something I wanted to discuss too in regards to a lot of biases in the media. One in particular, Game Vote. You got your NeoGAFs and IGN and Dano and GameSpot. It's very obvious that a lot of them shows a lot of biases against Microsoft and for Sony, time and time again. But this is something in particular in regards to 4K and in regards to power I wanted to talk about. So in Game Vote, I was watching this video, and they talk about the PS4 Pro versus the Scorpio. And this was like a month ago. This video was like put out a month ago. I guess it was their last final thing on it. And what was interesting is that instead of more directly just talking about the comparisons between the two, they start out the video basically trying to discredit the power of the PC. Basically by saying, it's seen that looking into the numbers that most people have mid-level to low-level rigs, and actually the higher 1080 the GXT 1080 Ti type of gaming cards only sell about 100,000 to 200,000 in their whole lifetime. Not comparison to 50 or 40 million units sold on PlayStation, or whatever sold millions of units sold on the Xbox. So basically they're trying to in one scoop just basically say, power doesn't really matter that much. Most people don't even have high powered video cards. They're only having mid-level to low-level rigs. Okay, they start out there. Then they move over to the fact that, also when it comes to most people TVs, most people still have 1080p TVs. Most people are not buying 4K, or they don't really have 4K TVs. So you can already see the spin that they're putting. And the basic narrative is that power doesn't really matter. Who cares about power? Now, the funny thing is, to these same people, back when PlayStation had the power narrative, power mattered. Everything was about power. It was, what was the most powerful? Even a slight power advantage that the PlayStation had, that was everything. But now, all of a sudden, when Microsoft is going to have the power narrative, power doesn't really matter. Who cares? No one buys 4K TVs. You don't need 4K. And this is the internet narrative that I see is pushed out in a lot of these media outlets now. And if you're keeping it real, the truth is, power does matter. And power is everything. And power is what pushes the gaming industry forward. That's the reason why nowadays we've evolved to what we've evolved to now, because of the push for power. And the thing is that if you look at it from a standpoint of right now at this point, if you want to know the truth, 4K adoption rate when it comes to 4K TVs are higher than what the 1080p adoption rate was. So that means more people are buying 4K TVs at a higher rate than what people did when it came over to switching over to HD 1080p TVs. That's the truth. 4K TVs last year, when it comes to the holiday seasons, was in the top 3 sold items of last year. And trust believe it will be yet again for this year. Because the fact is, 1080p TVs are out. If you go to any reputable store, what you're going to find is most of the TVs are a 4K TV and they're affordable. You can buy 4K TVs for 200 and something bucks nowadays, and at a decent screen size too. I'm talking about 40 inches and above. So I mean, the thing is about it, saying that 4K is out, that's ridiculous. 4K is here and it's now and it's into the future. And power is always going to be something that we would want in our consoles, obviously. And I'm just saying this to say that don't let them change up the narrative. Always see right through it, read between the lines, because the fact is 4K is now large and in charge, and that's the new standard. That's becoming now the new standard. And this year, more people are going to buy 4K TVs than last year, and it's just the norm because they're such at a cheap price right now. And when it comes to power, just because Sony doesn't have the power narrative doesn't mean all of a sudden it just switches to power doesn't matter. And the funny thing about that too is now exclusives matter so much, even though exclusives are not in the top 20 month after month after month. It's multiplats that's in the top 20. Now all of a sudden exclusives are going to matter because that's all Sony has. And I'm just saying all this to say that these narratives, man, are, you got to really think about them. Be an independent thinker. Don't allow yourself to just be brainwashed and be a drone. Think for yourself. Do your research. Dig into the facts, man, and call it out for what it is. The spade's a spade at the end of the day, and you can imagine and make up whatever you want, but facts are always going to be facts. So, man, I just wanted to lay that out with, when regards to 4K and in regards to the future of the Scorpio is secured. So in 4K is where it's at. So, man, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comment box. Man, this is Jay, keeping it real. Until then, man, I'm gone.